Hey, good evening everyone. So now we are back again with this amazing session, and in this session we are going to make the connecting rod, the crank shaft for our piston assembly. And after that, after like making the crankshaft, if we have some time left, then we are going to cover a little bit of interface of assembly in SolidWorks. And yeah, that's it for today's session, and let's start. Right. So as you can see, we are already in our SolidWorks part interface. Now for crankshaft, let me just show you an image to give an idea how a crankshaft looks like. Right. So over here, as you can see, we are done with this piston. We are done with this connecting rod. Now we are going to make this crankshaft over here. Right. On which we are going to connect the connecting rod, and we are going to connect the piston head to the connecting rod. Right. I already showed you how to make these two things, right? The piston and the connecting rod. If you haven't checked that video, link is in the description. You can check it out. And yeah, with that, let's start making the crankshaft, right? So we can start from right plane. And in this right plane, first of all, let's just start with the main axis for our crankshaft, the main shaft that is 0.035 radius. Yes, and over here we can just extrude it. I am using these dimensions because I've already calculated it according to the connecting rod which I made. Okay, just go to your connecting rod which you made and take dimensions from there, right? According to the connections between these two, right? So its thickness is something around 0.03. There you go, right? Now you can just click on OK, and after this you can just start from here. Just see where is the right plane. Yeah, it's on this side, right? Just actually in this image now I'm just starting from this mid center, and I'm going to make this a right profile, and I'm going to mirror it on the other side. It, as you can see, it is exactly similar to on this side, right? So instead of making all four these separately, I'm just going to make these two because these two are actually different. The smaller side are on different sides, right? On each side. That's why I'm going to make these two, and I'm going to mirror it these two on the other side, right? So from here I'm starting. You can start making it by wherever you want. You can start making from there as well. Just the point is that for mirroring you need a plane over here, right? So in that case you need to make a reference plane over there. So we're just avoiding that step, and we are actually start making over here from here, right? So let's go back again to this, and let's start making on this face. And first of all, I'm going to give a gap between these two of 0.1 meter, and over here I'm going to make profile of similar radius, that is 0.035, just like that. And now I'm going to connect it with this bottom portion, right, like this. And by using trim feature I'm going to delete the middle portion which I don't want. Yeah, just like that. And for the balance weight I'm going to make some more profile over there, which actually helps the pistons to again move upwards, right? So let's just make that. We have an axis in the middle for mirroring it, so let's just choose a spline and let's start making it from here. Okay, and let's place a point somewhat around here. Let's drag this point a bit over here. Yeah, and you can define the gap between these two as well if you want to, and just click on this spline and just give this arrow as a horizontal constraint, and this one over here as vertical constraint, so that it will just follow that line for some time, right? Now you can just adjust these points to get the exact curve which you want. For this geometry over here, you can take example from many of the images given on the internet, right? Now I'm going to mirror it on the other side. Just choose mirror, choose this spline, and choose this axis for mirroring it. There you go, right? Now we can just extrude it. Let's go to extrude. and let's give it a thickness of, let's say, 0.04. Okay, there you go. Right, and with that, now let's just give a thickness over here, right, which is actually going to connect with that connecting rod. We have to make a shorter no, shaft over there, which actually connects with the connecting rod, right? So for that, let's just make a circular profile on the top. Let's take reference from this center, and we want a radius of 0.03. 0.03, yes, and we are going to extrude it, right? And we're going to extrude it as 0.02, or let's just increase it a bit. 0.04 would be enough, or maybe, yeah, this is fine actually, right? And what we are going to do, we are going to mirror the same thing on the other side to make the similar profile, right? Or yeah, let's just do that. First of all, or let me just increase this length actually. Yeah, let's just increase this length. Let's just go on this extrude boss feature, and let's give it a length of, let's say, we have given 0.04 to that, and its complete will be 0.04. So 0.2 is increased, and we just note 0.11 meters. Just give me a second, I'm just calculating a bit. 0.04 is given to the middle length, and this one has a thickness of 0.03, and that one has 0.04 again, right? So total will be 0.11. That is fine actually. Yeah, we don't have to increase this, it's completely fine, right? Now what we are going to do, we are going to mirror this on the other side, exactly similar thing, right? Just click on mirror. For the mirror face, just choose this one, and in this features, just choose this, this, and this, right? If I click on OK, okay, some of the things are not made over there. Let me just see what is the issue. Let's just edit it. Okay, let's not make this one over here, and let's just delete this one. Let's do this one as well, and instead, first let's make this one. Okay, and after that, or what we can do, let me just delete this mirror. Let's make a reference plane over there, right? With that, we can actually make it really simple and easy. Just click on over here, and let's just give a gap of 0, and there you go. Right, now we have a plane in between. Now you can just mirror it by giving reference to that plane. Just go to mirror, go to reference plane, and choose this object over here. Okay, in this feature, just choose this object, click on OK. There you go. Now again go to mirror, choose this plane, select this body over here, not for the secondary mirror face. Yeah, in the features tab, just choose this one, click on OK, and again for the last one, go to features, choose this one, and there you go. Right, now we are going to make a similar this cylindrical shaft over on the this side as well with the same thickness. And what we are going to do, we are going to just flip this profile downwards, right, which gives it an inline to in manner of rotation for the piston, for the crankshaft. Okay, so for that, let's just make this once more with the same thickness, right? Let's just extrude it, and this is 0.03, right? There you go. Now what we can do, we can just simply make this profile, but we have to flip it downwards. Okay, so Again, to get a similar copy of it, what you can do, you can actually copy that sketch from the previous one which you made. Like you can just go over there. Okay, this is the circle. This is the profile which you made, right? You can just select the sketch over here, click Control C. Okay, you have to go to that sketch actually. Just go on that sketch. Just select your sketch completely. Just click on Control C. Click on OK. Exit the sketch. Right. Now what you can do, you can just simply come over here, go to sketch, and just press Control V. There you go. Right. Now you can just rotate it. So just the whole sketch is already selected. Just go to this drop down section and move and click on rotate. And for the center of rotation, just select this middle point over here and just give an angle of 180 degrees, right? Just like that. Click on OK. Select the whole sketch again and go to move and click on from to, and from the starting point just select the midpoint from there and just drag it over here in the middle, right? Just like that. Now if I click on OK, you can see you have the similar kind of sketch but horizontally flipped downwards, right? Just again go back to the sketch and just extrude it with the similar thickness as 0.04, right? Click on OK. There you go. Right, now you have to make a circle over there. So for that, just go to sketch again, choose circle and make a circle over here. Give it a radius of 0.03. Click on OK. Just extrude it. Again for like 0.04 meters. Yes. Just click on OK. There you go. Right. Now what you can do, you can just again give a reference plane over here and just mirror these same things on the other side. Right. So for that, let me just go back to this reference plane. Let's choose the surface and let's give a gap of 0. Click on OK. There you have this reference plane. Now just go to mirror, choose the reference plane. In feature, select this geometry, click on OK. Again choose this plane, go to mirror, and this features tab, let's choose this geometry which you made and this one over here. But instead of selecting the whole thing, you can just simply select this part over here, or let's just avoid this. You can make that afterwards, right? Like that. Now what you can do, you can just simply click over here, go to sketch and just select the surface, click on convert. Okay, just select this edge. Okay, try selecting this edge and now just click on convert and there you go. Right, now just click on extrude and you have this thing over here. Just give it the same thickness as 0.03 and there you go. Right, now you have this whole geometry ready on this side. Now you just have to mirror it on the other side, right? And we already have a reference plane over there, which is this right plane, right? Just select it and click on mirror, go to bodies to mirror and just select this whole body, right? If you do that, just click on OK. There you go. You have this crankshaft ready, right? And now you can just give it some fillet for the smooth edges. Let's just go to fillet and let's apply them one by one, right? I actually want to apply a fillet over here of a radius of 0.01. Yeah, this is fine. Let's just select all these edges. Just like that. and you can click on OK. Right. Now if you want to add some more fillets to it, you can, but basically afterwards in the other sessions which are going to come up, in those sessions we are going to edit this crankshaft, right, according to the need for the whole engine assembly. So right now I'm just keeping it over here, and if you want you can add more detailing into it, up to you. But for a simple attachment to the cylinder connecting rod, it's fine. Right, let's just keep it over here and let's save it. Let's save it on our folder over there. Just yes, just save it as cylinder crankshaft. Okay, now we are done with this crankshaft. Now let me just show you the assembly because we have some time left. Let's go to assembly and let me just show you how these things work. Right, as you open assembly, first of all it will ask you to import some models, right, because without some pre-designed parts you cannot assemble something, right? It's pretty simple. To assemble something you must have some parts, right, at least two parts to assemble there. So for that let's just import all these. Let's import all our parts one by one, right, just like that. So as you can see, and one more important thing over here, there is a feature called fix and float in this assembly. So if you just right click on any of these parts, you can see over here we have fix, and if I click on the first part which I've imported, which is this connecting rod, over here I have float, right, which is basically showing that your body which you have selected is actually in the fixed condition. If you want to change it, you can choose float button to make it float in your workspace, right? Like let me just show you. If I try to move this piston, I can move it over here, right, around these parts. But if I try to move this connecting rod, I'm not able to do it, right? Why? Because it is in fixed condition right now, right? I can move this one as well, it is in floating condition. So right now I want to make this crankshaft in fixed condition, and let's make this one as floating condition, right? Now I can move this, as you can see, right? So this is the basics interface of assembly feature in SolidWorks which look like, right? Over here we have mate, we have insert components. If you want to insert some more components just like these, and if you want to connect them with each other, then you have to use this mate feature, right? This is the most useful feature in assembly. And if I click on it, it has some basic features like coincident, parallel, perpendicular, tangent, concentric, log mate, right? These are some pretty familiar names. We are already familiar with all these constraints, right? Coincident is just like connecting two different things with each other, right? There is a connecting point between them, that is coincident. Parallel, two lines are parallel to each other, they won't intersect each other at any point, right? Perpendicular is basically those two lines have those two faces have 90-degree, okay, 90-degree angle between them. Now tangent, again a straight line which is connecting to the outer edge of the circular face or circular edge, right? Concentric, if two circular faces or two circular edges have same center, that is concentric. Lock, you just want to lock two different things with each other in whichever condition they are, they will be locked in that condition forever, that is lock mate, right? This is just simple distance and angle mate. If you specify a certain distance, if you want to specify a certain distance and certain angle between two faces or edges, then you can use those two tools. So it's pretty simple. Now let me just close this and let's explore this assembly in the next video. And yeah, till this time I think you learned something new and you enjoyed this video. So yeah, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much.